You know, for nearly half of a century, runners have been pounding the pavement, making the Amway Riverbank Run the largest 25K road race in the country. Over 10,000 participants each year. Registration for that closing soon. Russ Hines, Samantha Johnson joining us this morning to get us ready to run. Well, at least gets the info. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Russ. I can't run, but I know tons of people do. This is a huge race.
It is a big race, Todd, and thanks for having us on today.
Absolutely.
We're excited. The 48th annual Amway Riverbank Run, presented by Fifth Third Bank and Corewell Health, our official health partner, less than 2 weeks away.
Oh my goodness!
You know, it's coming up quick, and we're expecting between 10 and 12,000 runners in downtown Grand Rapids on Saturday morning, May 10th. So maybe you'll come down and have a cup of coffee and watch some.
I can pass out some water to the runners.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
I can participate that way. So what goes into preparing for a race like this?
Oh my gosh, so much. So from the medical standpoint, we start preparing basically right after the previous year's race. Then we're at training runs to help support the athletes. We've got our medical director there. We spend a ton of time working on inventory to make sure we're prepared for these 10,000 runners, right? From, is it dehydration, heaven forbid, a mass casualty event? We want to have everything ready. And then we arrive for Expo, and we're there for pre-race tips and tricks, pre-race stretching. The night before, we're there at 6 p.m., late into the evening, preparing main medical, and then first thing on race day at 5 a.m., ready to go. So
you're doing more than just putting your name on a big race.
Yes.
You guys really are involved in this, offering up so much. And what you say is not only nice to have, it's important to have because of the health of these racers. Oh, how many personnel, how many people run this race, Russ? I mean, you have to have a staff of hundreds, maybe thousands.
So, you know, we have lots of people that work year round on the race, but then we need 1,000 volunteers, Todd, in order for this to work. So
just in volunteers alone, 1,000?
Between the junior race, which is at East Kentwood on May 7th, and then the Expo, which is on Friday, May 9th, and then the race on May 10th. And we'll have people that work all night on the night between the 9th and the 10th in order to make everything ready to go for us. But it does take a village. And, you know, if you're interested in volunteering, you go to AmwayRiverbankRun.com to get more information. But we will give you, we'll pay for your parking, we'll give you a t-shirt, and we'll feed you.
Yeah, I love that. The very first thing you said is the first thing that everyone talks about, parking. Okay, your parking will be paid for.
We'll take care
right?
of it, yes.
And what are some of the things that volunteers will be doing? What's the need?
Everything from course marshals, a lot of it's safety related things, you know, making sure that the intersections are safe and the runners are going the right direction and those types of things. And, you know, it just, when you're, the sprawl of the race and the number of miles that we're covering, we need a lot of people in a lot of different places, aid stations and spirit stations and all kinds of things.
Spirit
like
stations. Is that where the cheerleaders are?
We do have Granville Cheer, I think, is in this year. We have lots of different entertainment on the course. So, like almost every mile, we're going to have something there for someone to keep you encouraged, to keep you going.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned before, Corewell Health, a huge part of this race. What a partnership that you guys have. Do you have a favorite part, Samantha, of race day? I'm sure maybe when it's over and you get to rest a little bit. But for race day, what's it bring to you?
Oh my, I just love that there's something for everybody, whether it's the actual race day or Amway Junior. There's something for elite runners and young athletes, which really aligns with our mission to improve health, instill humanity, and inspire hope. So I just love that there is something for everybody to participate in these events.
And it fits right in with Corewell Health. I mean, it's just hand in hand, right? So let's talk about I said registration's closing soon, and you did tell me that there are some people who, even though the race is just around the corner, are still signing up for those shorter races.
Without question. So besides the Fifth Third Bank 25K, you can sign up for the Fox Honda 10K or the Amway 5K or the Gentex 5K walk. And now is when a lot of those folks are signing up. You know, you may not have known whether or not you can make the 10K, or if you just want to stick to the 5K this year, if you're in between the walk and the run, which one do you want to do? So this is a big time for people to get registered. So AmwayRiverbankRun.com again for that. And we'd love to have you get registered.
Yeah, take a look at the forecast, right? People do. And your schedule and your social your calendar, and say, you know what, maybe I can get a 5K in. And boy, if you've never been, just to be a part of the experience of what is happening downtown during this day is pretty something special to see. So let's get some information on the screen. Maybe you can volunteer. Maybe you still want to get that 5K in. As you heard Russ say, May 7th, Amway Junior, Kentwood High School, May 10th, Amway Riverbank Run, downtown Grand Rapids. And you want all of the information? Well, it's pretty easy. AmwayRiverbankRun.com. We'll be right back.